Sure. All right, guys, welcome back. So there's a glow. Oh, the glow. And the beautiful moments with your babies. That's a glamorized version. Let's talk about the real life. Motherhood. It's all it's cracked up to be, but it's not all the glamour that you think it is. We're going to get real this morning with a few moms that you may or may not know. I understand this discussion was inspired by a conversation had in the production room by moms, and the producer overheard and was like, you know what, we can do this on television for moms who might be struggling or, you know, just to keep it real, right, Debs? Just keeping it real.
We all can relate.
Van Dizzle.
Yep.
All right, so we've got moms here this morning. We've got Londia Blair, whom you guys know as our floor manager, who we harass all the time. Debbie Bissoon is here as well. Hello, lady.
Hi.
You are always posting about motherhood on your Instagram, and you have a podcast.
I do have a podcast called Moms Can Relate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a book.
And I have a book coming out next year as well on my
Moms
son's
Can
birthday.
Relate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you're going to be a mom, especially for first-time mothers.
Okay.
So that's going to speak to the journey I had.
It's like what to expect when you're expecting after
Kinda,
you've
but in a very real way.
Okay.
You know,
just checking.
with my
All
story.
Right. Come Nella Bella. Janetta Precious also joins us late. Shame on you. So here we go.
That I'm a mother, you know, this is what happens.
This
is what happens when you're a mother.
Good. So welcome, ladies.
Hi.
So we're going to go through. I got some cue cards from UniQ to go through. So we're going to talk through some of the stages, starting with pregnancy. Soon you chronicled yours, but did you glow all the time?
No, I didn't glow all the time at all, you know. Especially in the earlier part of it, I was sick. So I had some bouts of, you know, feeling as though my stomach was going to come through my mouth at any particular time, right? And then the funniest thing is that I had an aversion for meat, and I love chicken. So I could not pass KFC, which was my favorite spot plug. And I wanted to throw up.
My
That's my husband, no joy. Yeah, that's his first day. And that's him now. Look at that face. With ice cream all over it. He has.
Yeah.
But it wasn't glowingly wonderful all the time. But, you know, I find that you have to take your time.
Yeah.
You have to take your time, and you have to take it one day at a time as well. There are a lot of books, there are a lot of advice about how to do this thing. You have to really embrace your own journey.
You got to personalize it. Precious, how was your journey?
I was awesome.
You were awesome?
I was
Or the
awesome.
journey was awesome?
During pregnancy, I was not sick.
Yeah.
I got a bout of energy. I don't know where it came from, but I felt as if I could do things that I didn't do before.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Superwoman.
Superwoman.
You're a
I got my
kid.
superpowers. And this is my Zuzu beans.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, baby. Yeah.
Londia, were you feeling
I was
wonderfully?
busy.
Yeah.
You guys know this. I was busy. I almost had Lauren on the set.
Delia put her goat. Don't make Delia put her goat. If Delia say you're having baby tomorrow at 3:31.
And I did. It's true.
Good morning. Delia said to Londia, by Wednesday morning. Right, so.
She was there Thursday.
And it happened.
Wow.
So, all right, physical changes. When did you guys start to freak out, if at all? Oh, look at Lauren.
Lauren is so cute. We're
Yes.
going to have this discussion.
When the belly started to stress, who spread away, who never spread away?
My nose
Yes.
took up
Yes.
half of Kingston.
Okay.
Okay.
I hated taking pictures, even though I have pictures from when I was pregnant. I don't look at them; they're tucked away safe.
You must look at
somewhere.
them, Nandi.
No, my nose. I was darker. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my black skin, but I was much darker. My nose was huge, and nothing felt right. Like everything just felt out of place.
Did anybody have to walk and cup their belly? Like so?
Girl, I was feeling myself throughout, so you can ask me these questions.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I lost weight, which is so ironic because, you know, I was eating a lot of vegetables and fish. So, like, that's it. I lost a lot of weight.
Even that was a like that. No.
The food thing was
The food thing, no. That's a trick.
Who are you people? Yeah.
It's true. I never really had that problem either. I
Yeah.
gained 25 pounds in my pregnancy.
You
It was all
did?
in my gut.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all in Aaron. Snapping back. Getting back your butt.
A myth. It's true. I'm joking.
That thing about breastfeeding, that's not a lie.
Yeah, it
It
works.
does make your tummy go down.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
It does. But for those of us who's for Sai, he stopped drinking breast milk at 3 months.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I had a C-section as well, so I had to take my time in getting back there, and I'm just now starting back my snapback journey.
And I haven't started.
Yeah.
It's been a year
What do
plus.
you need to start back, Janella?
You don't see how I get fat though.
Well, I
come
snapped
on.
and then snapped back. So like months after I had
about
Lauren,
it.
I was at my best, I think, and
Yeah.
now I'm back to how I was
Wonder
before.
you're
I had
not-
And
Lauren.
Simone,
Right.
people are so mean. You pregnant again?
Oh yeah.
They are so mean. People
got that.
sometimes don't say it. Oh,
Even
you
if
look
you
so.
Yeah.
Why you look? Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's
okay, I
awful.
had a baby. What's your excuse?
Yeah.
Motherhood also makes you very quick.
Yes,
witted.
your
Yeah,
tongue
man,
is-
you're-
your tongue is a lot looser than it
don't
was
take it.
before.
What about postpartum? Did anybody have that experience?
It's a
Yeah.
reality. Yeah.
I think I'm
I had
going through that now.
anxiety.
You're going through postpartum
I
now,
think I
Amanda?
am. I'm at a point where, because Lauren is at the tail end of her terrible twos, which I think is going to head into the threes.
Yeah.
And it's very exhausting, because she's at the point now where she's not just telling me no, she's telling me no, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want that. So it's very difficult, because you're stuck between that place where you discipline the child and you try to teach her, and sometimes you just don't have the energy, the time, or the patience.
Or the patience. The patience
To teach
is
her.
hard.
You just
Yeah.
want her to move. You want her to come. You're in a hurry. You need to get out the door by a certain time. You need to start doing this by a certain time.
And at the same
And
time, you have to realize this is what kids do. Annabella.
Exactly.
So do you have to do
I had postpartum depression. I had postpartum shedding. Everything negative. So the flip side, I had a wonderful pregnancy, a wonderful 9 months, and then once that 9 months ended, and I had that baby, everything was just going. My hormones.
Did you get help?
No.
You did not.
I
get-
was telling Debbie that I don't know. I didn't think I needed help.
You dealt with that by yourself.
By myself, by my lonesome. I felt as if I was going crazy
Yes,
inside.
it will kill
It
you.
was
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and it was a year after
Right.
Sai became one, I found out I was having postpartum anxiety. So I remember calling Janelle and I was like, Janella,
Yeah.
are you going through this? And she's like, yeah.
We have our checklist.
We've got to talk.
Yeah.
We don't talk about
so
it.
this is
I
the
think this is
reason
one of
why-
the reasons
yeah.
why I probably didn't. I don't hear people talking about it. I don't know. I did not know at the
Because
time
there's
what
still
avenues
shame
were
and a
there.
stigma attached to
Yes.
it.
There is.
Because
There is.
If you don't talk about it, you don't have a channel. You don't realize it's not just you. And when you share, it helps you to. You'd be surprised.
That's
how
the
I think
reason why-
sometimes
which
it's
is
who
the
you
reason
share
why-
it with, because like I mean I have a small group of friends who I don't hide things from it. When Lauren is driving me crazy, I tell them Lauren is driving me crazy, and it I mean not no fault of theirs. Their responses are likely to be, oh, you need to do this and you need to do
Yeah.
that, and then I'll snap at them. I'll get upset and I'm like, okay, don't tell me what I need to do. You don't think I know this? It's actually being able to do this. It's having the funds to be able to do this, because that's the other part of it.
I
You
just
always
saw-
broke.
I just saw Benji go from 5 minutes to 2 minutes. Delia said, oh,
I never drive like
driver.
Delia.
All right,
Lauren
guys.
is here.
Wait,
She
no,
can
we
tell
have
you.
London, look at the clock. Floor manager.
Yeah, rap.
All right. No, we're not wrap yet, but we have 2 minutes and we have to get through this. I don't know if I should do number 8 or number 9. I'm going to do number 8 with some of your number. Finish the sentence, Debbie. I finally understood why my mom.
Always sent me to my grandmother. Because let me tell you, it takes a village. It does. It takes a village, and the village right now has modernized. So you find that the grandparents are not working. You understand? And I used to have my grandmother around me all the time, or I was sent to her. So I could give my mother a break, and I understand why now, because you
Breaks
need
are
that.
important.
You need that. You need the village to support you. And I think a lot of the times you underestimate, as women, especially modern day women, we want to conquer the world. But really, you can't do it all by yourself. You need a village.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Londia, I finally understood why my mom.
Worked as hard as she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine
She
is-
wanted to give her children the best,
best.
and I
Yeah.
want to do the same for Lauren.
Isn't that a feeling that just drives all of us?
Oh, yeah.
Because you want your child to have more than you did. Bella, last word of you, motherhood is?
Was that? I thought you were talking about my mother. My mother has frown lines. I never used to frown before until now. Okay, what was that question?
Motherhood is.
Oh God, it's the best thing ever.
So how long did it take you to get out of your postpartum stuff? Because
Honestly,
there are people watching who might want to know that there's hope for them because they haven't spoken to anybody, and a while ago you guys just made light bulbs go
it
off.
really is a process.
It
And I
is.
think I had my first breakthrough probably in April. Debbie was doing a special on Mother's Day, and it was the first time I was able to speak about it. And I bawled after as I was explaining to her, and I had to thank her for the avenue to actually speak about it for the first time.
Yeah.
So Simone, I was
getting
coming to
goosebumps.
work, and I was here but not here.
Yeah, man, I know.
And it was just so many things. And then people, like I said, people are so mean to you.
Yeah.
I cut my hair, and a lot of people did not know that it was one of the reasons why I had to cut my hair. I had postpartum shedding as well. And then you're like, oh,
Meaning
you're
your
so
hair was
ugly.
falling
My
off.
hair was falling.
Yeah.
It was like, there are so many things that I did not know about pregnancy that the books did not tell me. That I assumed that once I had that child, I would
You'll
be
figure it out.
okay. And but then when the emotions and the hormones started going out of whack, I didn't know who I was for a very long time.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
look in the mirror and I'm like, who are you?
And even
Who is
though
this person?
We get wrapped up in our kids, and
Yeah.
sometimes we forget about us.
Exactly, which is the reason why we created Moms Can Relate, because we
Right.
have to have that avenue where mothers can share openly and honestly about the journey and be okay with it. Because a lot of the times when we share this with our family members, you're told, get over it. Oh, you're
Yeah.
going to be fine.
people don't
Oh, just
understand.
passing
Yeah,
through.
snap out.
You know?
Debs, where do we find Moms Can
Moms
Relate?
Can Relate podcast. It's on
Podcast.
Spotify. Yeah. It's on Spotify, iTunes. Janelle is such a big fan of the podcast and everything.
Yeah.
And also on Instagram at the official Moms Can Relate. We're also having an event on December 1, so set your date.
Okay,
Save
save
it.
your date.
Yeah, save your date.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it
you for having us.
sharing.
Look at how the camera made me look fatter.
No,
You know,
this
say
is
add
this
10,
as well.
add 10
camera
pounds,
is
you know
heavy.
this. Then you never know, say, she can't touch it.
I said, I can't stand the TV sometimes.
God.
Oh, we're still on?
We're looking at the baby pictures.
Oh,
it's so
hi,
hard.
Zuzu.
Yeah. I wish we touched on discipline, but that's for our next show, right?
Another time.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, everybody.